if the BlackRock want to buy the BTC, trust me, they targeting price of 10K rather than 30. TA, it's not prediction if price going up or price going down. TA serve the purpose that you establish where is the good moment that you take the profit. And what area can be good to start buying again and nothing else. Why shall I buy the Bitcoin at this moment when is the price 30K and Bitcoin dominance above 50? Yes, it can go 55, 6, but I cannot time the market,
Hello guys, welcome to Crypto Grid channel. Today we have Anarcho Economy as a guest. He is one of my first friends on this channel. He has also his own, which you can find in the description below. So we have some similar views when it comes to the crypto industry and markets, but he has some very unique insights when it comes to the portfolio construction, when it comes to the different time frames, and this is the main topics that we're gonna discuss today. So welcome to the channel. Like, one of the questions is like, how did you come with the name Anarcho Economy, and when did you join crypto? And I would like to hear something about your journey.
Well, Želko, first of all, thank you for having me today. It's my honor and pleasure. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit hard day because I was celebrating with my friends, and you know how it is here in Vojvodina. I mean, it's not so light food and drink, so I was kind of a bit hangover, but I respect it till the end. I wake up and I came to my weekend house here a little bit to enjoy as well. And then I'm nice. So happy to chat with you, with your audience, and who I really respect, of course. So thanks again for having me today.
Yeah, thank you for joining. How did you come up with the name Anarcho Economy? That's one of the questions that I never asked you.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm not kind of Buchanan, or I don't know, some kind of anarchist who is really like a political view, or I'm not leftist or rightist. Actually, the anarchism for me was a correct name if I want to explore my individuality and my freedom of thought. And my personal aspect and view of the crypto market, which is not necessary to be correct or wrong. But it is something which I as well promote all around with my audience. Yeah, it is actually to support them to develop their individuality, and they start by themselves to investigate the beautiful world of crypto and to find themselves there, because the freedom is something I don't like when somebody going around and asking what you think about this project, or what you think about this, or what you think about Bitcoin forecast. So you should tell me, or put some argument there, because otherwise you're showing me that you actually does not know the waters where you're swimming, and we're swimming in the dark waters. I mean, obviously, you know that. So yeah, I mean, that was the meaning of the Anarcho Economy, because I'm an economist. Back in the days, I was working as a sales and revenue operational director, human resource. I was working on the cruise lines as well, one part of my life with 20 plus, then later on Malta, then after that the Germany, then I started to be as let's say as freelancer since 2020 after Corona, some second part of the year, when I decided, okay, I want just to investigate my other specialties, and since then I stayed in crypto. By the way, before that, just for fun, I enjoy trading the gold, silver, oil, let's say commodities. I said the gold and indexes. So from there, I actually learned how to see the charts and what they are, and what is the meaning of the one candle, what is the price, what is the value, was already in my soul, because I was working with the revenue and all those marketing KPIs, dashboards, blah blah blah, were something which helped me a lot when I start analyzing the crypto, because like in many other businesses, they are the seasonality, ups and downs, and basically the cycles is something which I like to trade. I'm not short, my future trader. I do my future trades from time to time just to please my grid emotions, but not in purpose to gain my portfolio, because I mean now it's second cycle and my risk awareness is a little bit lower than it was when I was starting.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you for the introduction. Like, one of the things that I wanted to discuss is the seasonality, which you mentioned.
Cheers to everybody. I like
because like usually I don't look that much into the time frames. I look into the time frames when it comes to, I don't know, Litecoin halving, and usually you expect players in the market to either front run the selling or they will start shorting earlier, as it happened this time, and the price dropped later because there were some short squeezes, but when it comes to the time frames and these things, it's like the first time that I saw on your channel some of these things. So if you can share it and talk a little bit more about that would be awesome.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm more than happy to share with you a couple of charts. I didn't prepare as much, but I want to keep it simple and silly, that is understandable for everybody. I mean, let's start from what we see here. It's total crypto market cap. It's included everything from Bitcoin, Ethereum. I do believe stable coins as well, but altcoins definitely. And if we speak about time with green arrow, I'm showing you actually the time frame of the August 22nd. And basically, total crypto market cap is the same level as it was 1 year ago. Nothing changed, just the structure. And from there, I'm looking into the seasonality, because in this area here, BTC was around 22, 3, 4K. Now it's 30. What it means, if the market cap stayed almost steady, you see where we are now, there was just the shifting allocation between the assets, mostly altcoins into the BTC, while the Ethereum was floating around, and we're gonna go as well to check that correlation as well. So my point as well, when it comes to the cycles, and as you know, I'm not big fan of the bull and bear market, because I can see this big fight around there. Are we in bear market? Are we in the bull market? Who cares? I mean, till now we bottomed, and until we don't break the bottom, which was like last year, we speak about BTC and Ethereum, we are in the bull market. Yeah, some altcoins was bleeding. And to be honest, this year, 2023, I made the best buys actually using the asset which I was accumulating mostly, which was the BTC. And during this year, I started to be comfortable with asset which was appreciating the growth, let's say, as Bitcoin did from 16 to 32 is 1x, while some altcoins were bleeding like 50-60%. So I could not realizing that it's just the time more important that the prices, because when the time turns around, actually just from other assets, float will be start entering into the another asset, which I do believe it will be Ethereum. Not this week, not next day, not next month, but I speak about long time frames, because I'm the swing trader and cyclist trader, and if I was staying allocated in the BTC, and I was extremely bullish when it was 39-40 Bitcoin dominance, for me it's out of sense in this moment when it's 52 to not start allocating in other assets. Why? Because I will be bullish on Ethereum, Bitcoin, if drops below 40, but I cannot see it now. Why shall I buy the Bitcoin at this moment when is the price 30K and Bitcoin dominance above 50? Yes, it can go 55, 6, but I cannot time the market, Do
you think that there is a possibility that Ethereum market cap surpasses Bitcoin's market cap during the next bull run?
No, to be honest, no. Let's actually let's go then before Bitcoin dominance. Let's go just to find where is my Ethereum. Let's keep going and speaking about the time frame and how actually from where I get these thoughts, because show me the chart, I will tell you the story. And like I said, let's speak about coefficient and rating between the Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now we are looking at that chart. So somewhere around June 22 last year, after the Luna, Ethereum actually bottomed and capitulated versus BTC. This was here. Coefficient was 0.49. And yeah, I mean, that time was great to be in Ethereum till merge. Obviously, merge made the FOMO, and here was great moment actually, which was on my YouTube channel, or to enter to the BTC or to take the profit in USDT and way down to average down the entrance of the Ethereum. So my average price was around 1,100 because I was buying cheaper, but as well I could not get it much cheaper after the merge because it was somewhere around 1,080, 1,100 in one moment. Anyhow, what I want to say at the moment, capitulation was actually last year. So in the best case, I can see it dropping down to the 0.55, let's say, or even 5. But for me, that's not so much important. Why? Because I was driving this car named BTC from this point when it was below 0.5. And then after, we are here at Ethereum, sorry. But anyhow, you understand what I want to say. In this moment, I feel comfortable to start entering into the Ethereum position. One other interesting story, what I can see in that chart, if we pull out the fib levels from the bottom to the top, actually it was perfect retracement to the golden pocket, 0.5. The best could be dropped to the 0.44, but I'm not sure how much opportunity market will give to the Ethereum BTC holders, if makes sense what I speak. Now as well, interesting chart here. If you're watching this, it's the cup and handle, which it's bullish generally, but not valid until we don't cross this range here. I will just move it around 0.85. Now, what I want to say when we speak about time, here was the peak of the Ethereum, not this line big here, and if I take this white line just to measure the time from the Ethereum or BTC all-time high, market overall, let's say it was somewhere here. In one moment, Ethereum start taking the dominance, but he was playing around with BTC shoulder by shoulder. It means Bitcoin dominance keep going up a bit, but versus altcoins. While in the next 3 months, I'm expecting the real bottoming of Ethereum. Where it will be, I'm not sure. Therefore, I like to enter a bit earlier. So, how it is in crypto. If I say some judgment, and I think about next 1 to 3 months, next Monday, most probably I'm wrong because I don't look at the price and ups and downs
but if you expect the bottom of Ethereum in comparison to Bitcoin in the next 3 months, do you expect the pullback in Bitcoin price as well, or?
Well, that's a good question. At the moment, what I can see, we will most probably, if we don't break 29,800, we will go in correction, but I cannot see it some big drop. I can see it as slow bleeding. And if the market is in the slow bleeding, the effect of the BTC versus altcoins and Ethereum is slowly decrease the correlation between two of them. But my point is, I'm not sure in the long blow up top, like we're going to the suddenly now to the all-time high 60. No, I can see actually we can go as well to BTC immediately. Actually, there can explain more using visualization. Well, I must be honest, I like the old school chart reading, and using the with the gun and so on. It's not that always I do that, but it's somehow helping me to manage the, overall outlook, because as I spoke with my audience on my channel, price movement, actually what's going on the chart, I don't look only from the perspective of the price. For me, it's very important as well. Here is the price, everybody looking, but the time is something which we must consider, and as well, velocity of the market, momentum, and angle of the price movement. Because as usual, if the angle is 45%, the market is bullish momentum, and as soon it will be below this on the weekly, I could see, we see how it's nicely playing around, not just the vertical, but as well horizontal line in these circles. And my bias so my opinion on the market, yes, we can go down, up, where is the golden pocket around 40 plus. But at that moment, I will be extremely more bearish than I am now. Because there I expect bigger correction in terms of the percentage, if not at the price. I will explain you why. I mean, this part here is huge fair value gap. This was breaking point when was shifting between bull and bear market. I mean, to be more clear, because I really like the cycles and I speak about the bigger time frames. Let's go on the yearly just to show you this candle, and maybe it will be very interesting for you. I don't want to delete my setup with the gun, but my point is, if we looking at the yearly candles, look what kind of fair value gap we have here in this amount. One thing. Another thing, if somebody like the Japanese candle read, let's see. Yeah, I mean, we can use that as well. But let's see, I think this, just to move this, this was 2020. This was 2009. This candle here, I'll show you. And pretty much if I want to go to the logarithmic scale, I can go even in year before the halving. I think it was 2015, but doesn't matter. This is our candle currently. You see how looks like the candle of 2019 after bear market. Has very nice candlestick up. So it means that fair value was first deleted and then was bigger correction. But at the moment, unfortunately, we cannot see because my chart is here. But look, we don't have almost at all. We don't have what's the name of the candlestick?
The
wick. It's missing. And then, yes, therefore, in this moment, I am not so much, let's say, bearish. Actually, I want that we pick up in pullback zone, which I will explain later on, where I can see it. But I think that huge drop will be exactly when we pick up that liquidity. A couple of things serving my view. I will pass through one by one, but I will first just adjust a little bit the charts, and I will maybe go to the weekly. My point is, if we have continuation of the pullback, and we can, I was opening some short, but I maybe escaped very early, around 30,200. I think that we will go to test 29,800. But if we stay above, you see, all of these wicks are just liquidities. Liquidity, fair value gaps. And then, I mean, if start building up on the weekly, 29,800, for sure it will be go. If you go watch the short time, to first check 32 and then eventually maybe let's go above. But as well, I must consider the time because Želkom, look at this. This is 2023, January. We are in uptrend move, and as well the market is 45 degree. But eventually, even though if you will go to the 40, 50, you know how it's first law of the thermodynamics, or I don't know what's going up, it may fall down usually. And after we actually target, let's see what will be. If this is the peak of the yearly, I'm not sure. I think maybe there is some space for the growth, but then the market will for sure, after these 5 moves up, go to the at least 3 moves down, and to search for the bottom of the year. Because like I say, look, the year start very bullish, and we didn't establish the what's the name, the yearly bottom, and therefore, I mean, these angles are 45 degree and 30 and so on. I don't know what's behind of the gun creation of it, but he was considering correlation between time and geometrics and so on. So anyhow, very interesting for me. And therefore, I can feel, this trend line is very important, that if we start falling down slowly, bleed from here, pullback can go down to the 424, but we have a lot of support above. So I don't say that it's going, but where I will be interesting to buy back again, because now I'm in the hodl position. I mean, for me, the current price is too high to buy and too low to sell, And then again, if the market go to the pullback zone, which I can see it here I will enter very hard. But I'm very bearish when we go to the 50, 40 to 50 plus, because I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Why? Because there are a lot of spot positions are on break even. Smart money and big traders and whales actually was shorting market from that 48, 46. I mean, I think that there is the 50 weekly moving average, and a lot of co-influence is waiting here. So my point is, here was the sell-off most probably, but we are around 29K already, like for the months. From April.
Yeah, we are losing momentum slightly.
Momentum, yes. And then if we go down, we didn't pick. So my point of view, the correction, upside or downside for the move up, can happen in the terms that will be very, very huge move only if we have huger correction, because we need liquidity to move the market up. And same goes when we go to the pulling the market down. If the market catch huge liquidity, which is here between 48 to let's say 50 plus, many people will take the profit. First of all, those who were buying here. Second, those one who was back holding from here, because they want to take some position down and to reinvest back. It here is a very big sell-off. Everybody who will buy Bitcoin above 30 plus K most probably will be in minus during the next 6 months.
Yeah. So do you think like we would turn bearish if we break the support of 25K?
Well, look, in the price momentum, yes. If somebody concerning the drop from 32 to 25, it's bearish, but I will feel very bullish. That will be my actually area where I want to fulfill and finish my accumulation. Because as you know, I'm like something like 26 now. Later on, we're going to speak about the...
That's what I want to discuss.
But let's say I was like a couple of weeks ago, 30%. But, the crypto amount in my portfolio jumped up a bit, and then percentage of the stable coin went down, so it's around 26 at the moment. But this area will be my area where I will slowly go back to buy with USDTs and stable coins, actually dollars. All purchase what I was doing this year was done by the BTC, and it was great. If you ask me, I mean, because I was buying some altcoins, a little bit of the Ethereum, and BTC was 32, let's say, and had much better performance. So I was slowly stepping up into something which actually have the quality, but it was BTC is at the moment overpriced, while the altcoins, if you make your own choice what you're gonna follow, everything it's like a question mark what will happen. But let's say this moment it's good because they are very oversold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you ask me, it will be bearish. I mean, who like to see his portfolio falling down? Nobody. But somewhere I need to, spend my 30%, which remain. And I think timely manner is perfect because we are 200 someday before the halving year. And then, you know what, in next 3 months, I will rather, to employ some, but in good prices, not to buy somewhere where I don't want to buy, So yeah, I mean, if we don't break 30K, I can see it's going down to revisit 26. After that is 20, 24, 25. now the question is, shall that correction stop somewhere, pick up the liquidity, make the last move, and then we can expect the bigger move down? Because let's just measure what can be a drawdown actually. Okay, so look, we've been around 32, and then what the heck? I mean, what's that? 25%? Who was in crypto last year in bull run and so on? Guys, 24% pullback, it's nothing. I mean, you let's go. You was asking me actually, the drawdowns and corrections during the, let's say, markup, actually, like start of the, look, 50%. Okay, COVID dip, everybody say it's anomalia. Okay, let's say it is, but let's go further, 23, and then so on. I mean, look, in the bull impulse, you will have, let's say, it's not precisely 100%, but long time we didn't have correction of 30%, And then look, before the mar, and then everybody counting their coins of 50x. I will be very interesting to see. Because now it's easy if you look the chart left side when history already happened. But when we'll be in bull market, if I, for example, do something like this, after this move, who will know if this is all-time high?
Yeah.
And here was the money losing, because people are for free selling here, buying there. The bull market is the place where you're losing the money. People are too many rookies at the moment, and then they don't understand that the patient is the number one. And then this is the moment when you actually need to take care how you're gonna, finish your accumulation in next 6 months. Number one. And then Željko, we need to start thinking about exit strategy too. I mean, you know how it is when come the bull market, bull impulse year, 2010, after the halving, things are, moving very, very rapidly.
Yeah,
and that's my how I can see it, and I will repeat once again. Here I can huge liquidity pool, and here I can see the drawdown minimum 45%, which is perfect for accumulation. For those who are just holding, yes, it will be a rocky road to Dublin.
Okay, the two questions, like, do you think that one of the reasons, like, after the crash of FTX pullback, we didn't have like any bigger one? Even that one wasn't that big as we had during the start of the previous bull run. Do you think it can be caused that there is many like big players trying to enter in the space and having like very proficient algorithms that are maybe buying at lower prices? That's like one of the questions. One of the other one is like, what's your opinion? Like, we have the election at the next year, and probably like usually before the elections we have a lot of money printing in the United States. Do you think that could be a catalyst for one of the catalysts for the next bull run?
Well, but I will show you something which you will not see. So, I mean, I will try to wrap it up and then to explain everything actually in one chart or two, but then I will go just very fast to the DXY, because there we can follow the track of M2, M5 and so on, like the quantity of the money supply. And the thing is, people who are in crypto, even if they are most experienced, they cannot see the wood behind the tree, especially new joiners of this cycle. Look, we all know that is a correlation between DXY and the dollar opposite way. DXY and the Bitcoin and crypto market.
Yeah.
The DXY, it's in bull, there is bear market of the BTC and vice versa. But let's start from the, let's say somewhere to 2009, 2010, when Bitcoin started trading, I'm not sure. But thing is, like I say, it's not so. In the moments when the DXY was making the bear market, bear impulse, we have the bull run of the Bitcoin, crypto. You see 2019 and then after when it was 2021 was the peak and different correlation. But my point is people don't understand the difference between secular and cyclical markets, because in the end they were all the way in the secular bull market of the DXY. Why? I will show you very clearly, but I maybe need to go a little bit, because here speak about years. Let's say every 20 years, Bitcoin has his long years bear market. And this is actually...
You mean DXY, right?
DXY, sorry, yep. Yes. You see this one as an example. You can see this one as example, because they are multi-year. I mean, I can go on yearly chart. And this happened when 85. And then this was like 2002. So it's like 20 years. And then slowly we breaching where, if we speak about cycles, imagine if happens. So I don't chilling this because I'm not sure. But anyhow, what if we and when? Because if not this year, if not next, eventually dollar will have his bear market. Why? Because all of this is actually what you was asking me about interest rate, inflation. Biggest inflation was when? 1985. When was the bubble.com crash? 1999 till 2002, And then it was very big bear market of the DXY. But we didn't have this. Želkom, we didn't have this. Imagine what's going to happen. And you don't remember what was the sign in the Genesis block of the Satoshi Nakamoto, 2008, about the banks collapsing. But let's see a little bit bigger time frame, because what if? Then we can have really last biggest crypto cycle, after which one nothing gonna be the same. I do believe there is the story behind of the maybe it's last chance to dance, because as the market cap is growing, it's harder to move it. And then I do believe if we want to expect the same return of the investment, we all need. There are two things which can push ups there. If we have major crash and we buy really deep, or the DXY will enter to his historical bear market, which actually is only related with the interest rates and monetary supply, M5 and so on, So this is what I'm looking at the moment. I'm interested to see what's going to happen, because again, it's time related as well. If you see, and there is no big magic, because the cycles are copying paste exactly because monetary M5 mass and inflation rate, because when we go to the 2-3%, printing will start again. And if you see, like from here to here, we are pretty near to maybe possible one big cycle. And I will put it at 6 months just to make it a little bit more clear, because here we can find. And don't forget, I mean, since the 2009, BRICS appeared, and DXY holding at the moment just 75% of the about OPEC agreement. I mean, this pulling up the demand for the dollar. Who cares about dollar? You have the monetary mass of the dollar, who is basically in U.S. economy, where they spending, buying, and so on. And you have OPEC agreement. OPEC agreement, I think it was 1985. All of us, all countries around are obligated to buy I do believe even the commodities, gold and so on, but the oil for sure. So what Hungary or Croatia or Serbia or I don't know, England or who, we cannot buy it, for our fiat currencies. We must first buy or convert it to the petrodollar. And then we making the false demand of the petrodollar. Who cares about dollar? Nobody. If you ask somebody in the Europe, but we care. Why? Because we need to buy, to convert our fiat into the dollar, and as much will be more options, the DXY can go really in that bear market, because if you watch the yearly chart Look, these are yearly candles. Show me at least one since Bitcoin exists 2010. Show me at least 2 candles which are sticked one by one. And imagine if you have these 3.
Yeah, and there is no period like
there is the possibility as well about the super cycle, but it's not depending on the cryptocurrencies as much about what's going to happen with DXY, what's going to happen with the expanding market, of the BRICS. I think nowadays they have in South Africa. I'm not bullish on that, but sorry guys, if you're watching from USA, you lose 30% of the petrodollar market, because never gonna be the same since it start 2009 or 2008. I don't know when the agreement start. We can use the Google or something,
I'm paid in dollars mainly as well, so yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, yeah. I mean, you never know. I convert all my euro saving 2020 in conversion rate 122, 21. And I buy back at 99 or 98.5, something like that, when everybody was asking me, hey man, the dollar's going down. Actually, the UK pound and euro. You know how many people are actually exchanging in that moment, losing 10% on conversion on exchange.
Yeah, I know.
Not knowing that actually it was the at least local dip. So yes, the time is important more than price, because when the time swaps and change, price follows. It's not that price will affect on the time. But then people need to understand and dig deeper, then it's there. I don't want to say nothing bad. I use in tokenomics and how many, market cap and coins in supplies. That's great. But there is no certainty in that. It just shows you the potential, if you ask me. But I'm more focused on this kind of things and details, and there are something which are very, interesting to me. On this particular move, nobody was sure that it will come 3 years of the bear market or multiply. It's just how it is, I explain why about the quantitative, the quantity of the dollar supply, the petrodollar as well, the monetary tightening, easing. That's all its cycles is, and we are in one mini cycles, all crypto, how to say, because now everybody is expert in economy. You spend 3 months in crypto, you already know everything. What is inflation? What is but you actually, not you, I speak plural, people should take care about, because these are interesting things, you see, and this is what I can expect. And look, if we speak about the recession, black swan event you cannot predict it. And I have mine, scenario. It's 1%, like danger if the mosquito bites you. Yeah, it's 1% you can die. But I need to actually re-evaluate this, because imagine one of my friends went, I don't know, somewhere for vacation. He came back home, and somewhere where you living and me in Vojvodina, he got bite of this African mosquito. He's couple of Yeah, it's a couple of months in. So yeah, shit can happen. This is what I want to say. Can Bitcoin go down below 20? Yes, but then you need to know what to do in that moment. No, anyhow, I don't want to speak about that narrative. I'm just saying it's 1% that can be.
Can you explain these secular and cyclical cycles?
Yeah, I think we are in the chart. Yeah, I will go a little bit longer through the history. I mean, everybody will say, "What? Why? Hey, Anarcho, why are you showing me the chart and comparing with Bitcoin cryptocurrencies?" Because if I put this chart to be, like this looks like altcoin, and world economy depends on the exponential growth. But exponential growth can rise up only if that had proper correction. What are the secular bull bear market? Was the cyclical? For example, if we watch secular bear market, length is around 10-13 years. While the secular bull market, it's around 17 to 20 years, and they're repeating, and they're connect with the real estate market. Why? Because real estate market is much more liquid than the market of the equities or stock market, or name it however you want, or especially crypto. So for their cycles need a longer time frame to swap from bull to bear, if this makes sense. But let's say where we are in the moment, because everybody was looking for the secular bear market in this 2022. Why didn't happen? I have my opinion why. First, to explain what is secular bear market. Secular bear market is not that price is just going down. It's moment when market does not see all-time high. It means, in case of the BTC, which I don't think it will be now, but let's because comparisons only if we don't reach above 69K, for example, in these cycles. That we have the double top, and then you see, I don't say that this will happen now. Actually, I think it will happen 2018, 2028, 23, because then if we follow this, here I expect the lowest decade for the equities and stock market and everything. And this Željko will be perfect market for the swing traders and traders as you, not so great for investors. But everything come back to the DXY, monetary supply, M5, and so on, Not because there are three lines and Anarcho say, secular market is this and that. No, there are like small markets in the bigger markets and bubbles inside the bigger bubbles. And if we want to see the bubble burst, big one, we need to take a look at the big bubble bursts, not the small, because now I explain what is the secular. We are on the, I think, monthly. Yeah, monthly. So look, guys, I'm showing you the monthly candles. It's not something which is huge time frame. Look, this is one cyclical bear market, 34% pullback, which happened 2020. It's significant. But we've been in the cyclical bear market of the secular bull market, same which most probably was this one. This was not so a small pullback, Željko. 30%, on index SPX is huge. So inside the secular market, we have the cyclical bear and bull. And therefore, when I go back, what I show you with DXY, looking the time frame of before 1980s, because sorry, you guys, 20 years is frame time when actually we can expect in next couple of years one move down, a significant move of DXY, And then I want to see the crypto asset performing very well. This is what I'm curious to see. What will be, nobody can, but what we can do at least, to see something what happened in the past. And it's not related by the luck. It's related by the monetary politic, And there, last decade, I can see from 2008 to 2038. And there as well, you know how it is. You are living in Novi Sad. The properties, how much the price just rising up. And I do believe it will rise up at least 3-4 years before start to, something change, like some breakup in the economy. And usually the last move before the bubble burst is very explosive, So there maybe we are very lucky enough, in next upcoming cycles, but it's not sure what will survive, what will be there, what will be narrative. Bitcoin will be stronger this cycle or not. My opinion about altcoin, they have huge gains, but the time frame when they outperform Bitcoin, it's very limited. And I do believe people who was in the crypto world now, they realize in these last 6 months, it was hard bleed. And like we discussed, I was here, you was there. Look, from June, May 2020, when if you ask me, entry to the bear market, and as well, my YouTube channel started around September, the momentum and positivity was stronger during that time, even when we fall down on 60K. It was loud, let's go. But narrative change. As soon BTC break out and we start this year, and then altcoins start bleeding. I think that was emotional capitulation of the altcoins holders, because they could see how the market is falling down. So who cares? But seeing the asset which rapidly going down, while majority of altcoins going in opposite direction, was mentally difficult. regardless if the market is more healthier now than last year, if you see overall.
Yeah. When it comes to us, people always look from bottom to top, and they don't think about how there is limited amount of time when you can enter and exit, and often it comes that they join late and they exit. They don't exit at all. Instead, they hold it through the bear stage, right?
I mean, I will use here so many YouTuber channels. I don't want to mention 80% of our Balkan channels. I mean, they promoting the altcoins when they were on hype. Yeah. Everybody will speak about Quant and Matic in June, July, when they were been in all-time high. I was speaking, you should, take profit from here. They were laughing to me.
Yeah.
Later on, same story with GRT, the Agix, all this actually projects which are very good, but man, people are like, it's like the animals. They see the green candle, they high, and then why I told you see it's bear market, it's better in altcoins. Well, it is, but not. In the moment when you should buy, when you should take profit and rebuy it back, maybe being in BTC, because you could accumulate more Matic if somebody like the Matic, holding the BTC and buying it back on the 0. What was the lowest? 0.5 maybe recently, then buying with USDT on the 0.30,
One thing that I think is really interesting is your approach to portfolio construction. So can we discuss a little bit of that? How you said you are usually around 70%, and so.
But I mean, I will be happy. I will share. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, my choice always will be good or better. So if I show my portfolio, it's not something which this coin will be the certainly one, which will be the best one. In addition, I will keep smaller cups, for myself, because I don't want to put nobody. So I mean, I will speak about my portfolio. Actually, you know what? Still, I'm very conservative, if you ask me. I mean, a few weeks ago it was 30%. So my structural strategy is during the reaccumulation to hold 30%. Of the stable coins, main transaction or buys to do with the BTC and slowly with Ethereum later on when Ethereum will get his move. I do believe that altcoins can still bleed later on with when Ethereum as well, along with BTC at least, take the dominance. So let's say if 26% BTC, that's 40, and then where is Ethereum? Around 60%. I am in the stable coins, Ethereum and the BTC. You see, last time it was 25% of my 24 of the small caps. Because now interesting, I can see as well. Last time when I actually sent to you as well, when I was watching performance, it's 27. So there was slight growth, 3% in this portfolio. Well, and then you know what? I have just couple of little bit large caps. We discuss actually that, I'm not sure in first 50, because they will see anyway. I don't want first 50 altcoins, 10% of them, they will outperform the Ethereum. And then how you know which one? And then if you don't know, why to invest in 10 altcoins among first 50, it's better to then allocate your earnings to only BTC Ethereum, because you can really up your bull run.
You have less risk.
So how I see it, in bear market, in bull market, I need to outperform the dollar, and that's not so difficult. But why we are in alts? Why I'm in the alts? Why are I entering? Why I will be massively after the halving? Because that is the moment when this ends, because I don't believe there is the human hand behind of it and mind. I cannot guarantee, even if I am the one who make the project. Trust me, it will not be 100%. Because we are the people, and then the greed is something which can make big damage. How it is, how many rug pulls we saw it with project. We had perfect tokenomics and they just synced. And people are actually just focusing on economics, which can give them, just the, like, let's say, potential of the project. But, to keep the story shorter, my strategy will be, till the end of the year to try to, in the bigger dip, employ this USDT which remain. But in meantime, as BTC dominance will be bigger and bigger, I actually stepping out of the BTC in Ethereum, first of all, and some altcoins, which I do believe their time is coming, This is my BS. This is my opinion. My opinion, it will be for sure that I will be like, let's say 50% BTC Ethereum, and then 50% of the altcoins, where just, let's say 20% of it will be among first 50. So the time I'm spending on the research, on the smaller caps, mid caps, So, I want to extend my risk, but as well, big portion of portfolio to be into the blue chips, which apparently at the moment are BTC and Ethereum. And then I want as well some allocation on the riskier assets, but I will not count so many big caps, let's say, among. But look, you know what? If ADA was my favorite coin last bull run, I make the most of it from ADA. And I will buy the ADA if it goes below, again, I don't know if it was at all, 0.20 cents. Everything above that, I don't want to, ride the horse which I ride last bull run, Because I know that it will not give me the same.
Yeah,
it will be good, but.
Yeah, I think it was around 0.25. Not sure if it was lower, to be honest. Like, one of the things that's interesting, like that you said, you try to rebalance your portfolio to have around 30% in USDT. Do you have any moments when you say, okay, I want to be all in crypto? Let's say the price drops to 10K. I don't know. I don't think that's possible, but still, and do you have some moments when you are like, okay, if we reach this price, I want to completely scale out of crypto and be all in USDT and maybe even transition to dollars, euros completely from the stable coins?
We are entering in the moment. Sorry, this was from my chart reading training, so I didn't delete it. Anyhow, my point is, I always consider the time, I consider the momentum, and yes, I will be all in, but slowly. Why? Because I would rather to miss the bottom, but to jump into the uptrend, when start to building on the daily or weekly higher high and first higher low,
Yeah, that's how I approach it as well. I don't
like to enter because it's cheap. ADA is cheap. Cheap was on 30 cents. Cheap was on 20 cents. Cheap was on, and then you actually, catching the lower lows and lower highs, you bleeding. Yeah, ADA will do, I don't know how many X, but you lose a lot, Better is to wait if you'll drop below 20, and then when start around, I don't know when, I didn't watch other chart, but when we see that start doing higher low, because when I employ my money, I want that my money works for me. I don't care because I lost 30% of the bottom. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Because since the moment when I employ into position, I expect, especially because it's spot, it's not leverage, that I catch it, If position go down 10-20%, it's not big deal. But my allocation mostly, apart of the couple of the coins, because I have strategy as well, to buy something, which I really like, regardless to the price, small amount, and then to average it down on double as soon the price drops like 50%, But for example, my entries are there very small, and then how they're going down, I average them up,
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. So now I would like as well, if we are already in BTC dominance chart, and then let's say, here I was extremely bullish on BTC. Here. But now here I'm not anymore, Željko. Why? Because, I from here, I already keep something which was great performer in my portfolio. Now I'm not sure if you'll go above to see. 60 is too abstract for me. Yeah, there can be some co-influence, but let's say 55, 54. Now, to miss, to mark when is the perfect time, it's not my cup of tea. You know what? Because if I yesterday bought the Bitcoin and now I'm buying the Ethereum, that strategy sucks. But I reallocate the BTC position, which already moved from here to here. And then if the BTC is around 39% BTC dominance, I will be very bullish on BTC. But I cannot be so much when it's 52. It has potential of the growth. Yeah, but I'm not sure how it's because if the Ethereum sinks below 0. Let's say 40, it's losing the structure. And then really, I will think that something really long term with something going on with Ethereum. But I'm not sure if that will be happen. Max 0.005.
Yeah, I think it hugely depends on how markets react. If we have some continuation upwards, I guess that we might have some altcoin run, maybe short one, but we might have it. If the price starts pulling back, as you said previously in the podcast, then I expect Bitcoin dominance to increase even more, and like even if the Bitcoin dominance doesn't increase and it stays in one channel, we will have stable coin dominance increase, which would still affect altcoins market the same as pulling back. Yeah.
The point of the story in the end is to be present in the market, because if I say something, that's why I stop actually, because it starts to be boring, If I say, okay, guys, next 3 weeks, the BTC can outperform but I didn't make the swap and I didn't do it all at once, I will keep doing it slowly. But yes, I want on time to allocate, not in Ethereum because I think he's bullish. Because for me, BTC did very good job in terms of dominance into the market. And I will be very greedy if I will from here be bullish till 60, which is maximum top. Because if past to 60, something's wrong. Then with something big will happen in the crypto market cap that this go above 60.
Yeah.
But it can happen, it's not 1%, but then it's that structure, and therefore this 30%, what you ask me, is actually for the bigger correction, which we didn't see this year. It will happen. I don't know if it will happen now, it will happen in 1 month or 2 months, or first, maybe it will be pull up where for sure I will take the profit, where I will be 50-50 when in position, because then I expect very big, I explain why, drop. When we go above, we can go now even to 25, but like I say, about 25% up and down. I'm at the moment hodling positions, and then, you know what, Jack, I will be honest with you, and then I will pass just through at the moment, I will just come back very fast, so I have so many interesting charts, and I'm too lazy. We don't have time anyhow to waste. So my point was, people, what was as well the main, how I accept the technical analysis, and maybe, I don't know, maybe people missing a lot about fundament. What is TA? TA, it's not prediction of price going up or price going down, because if you watch in the smaller time frame, I will go rather to the heat map or order blocks or the small fair value. It's not interesting at all. Can be fun, but it's not. You understand what I want to say? Nothing against the fit, but if I speak about short time frames, that's much better tool. But if we speak about the TA on like we make the joke when I was showing the yearly candles, saying that most probably none of the viewers didn't even saw a yearly candle, because what the is but what I want to say is TA serve the purpose that you establish where is the good moment that you take the profit. And what area can be good to start buying again, and nothing else. Other thing, you let the time to decide. Shall the market go in my sell area, or it will be jump in my area of the buy? And on that way, I control my emotions, because by controlling emotions, using TA in the purpose that you establish, not just based on the support resistance zone, so many others, analytics, where is good moment to buy, but price will drop and price will rise. At this moment here, I sell some. In this moment here, I start buying some. And that's all my philosophy in this moment of the market, following the strategy of 30%, because I told you, a couple of weeks was 30, now it's 26, because stable coins are constant, while the cryptos are those ones going up and down. Then my stable coins, for example, and I don't have only in USDT, I try to diversify, but who will know in the end what can happen anyhow? There is the risk as well. Maybe it's better to be in position than out, but then it's my risk anyhow. What I want to say, because the stable coins are constant, they don't move. They are 1=1, while crypto going up and down. If my structure is 30% and market start rising up, my percentage of the portfolio in terms of stable coins start dropping, as you saw, 26.
Yeah.
And drop to the 20, I will be aware, shit, you know what? I need to take out something out of the crypto market to fill up my stable coin to keep the structure of reaccumulation on 30. It means that's my signal, one of the signal when I should take the profit. When I say take the profit, I don't say sell all position. But depending on the assets which made it grow, for example, STX give me like a lot of access. If I need to consider if I'll take the profit from there or some coin which just start the move, I will take STX to take profit. And then vice versa. And obviously, this year I do believe that I will be all in, and somewhere how I see the market next year will start again with some FOMO after January, February, because everybody want to front run the halving, and halving will be the year when I will again take the profit in stable coin, and then I will hardly go after the halving with that profit into the altcoins. And that's it. That's the beauty of the swing trade. Because if you break down the cycles on average of 6 months, you have the more clear picture. You don't have fear of missing. You don't have fear of my God, prices will go down. Why? Because, I take my responsibility on ratio which I accept as correct. Not because Benjamin Cohen told me. No. My proportion of the portfolio for this bull run, I decide to be well distributed. 60% on the blue chips, among inside where is the 30% of the stable coin, and in the dips I buying, because I will not skip even one day. When I will get 2-digit discount, I will buy some Želko. And this is how I will enter to the market till the end of the year. I don't know if you'll, correct, but in the day when I see more discount in my asset portfolio, more than 2-digit, it means 10% above. Yes, I will drop some of my stable coins inside that. If I already, because now I already built my portfolio, and actually I want to clean it up a little bit to reduce, to be focused on the coins which I already, decide to follow in next 6 months, and then some of them, they will be kaput from the portfolio. Because I had wrong judgment, maybe, maybe I find something more attractive.
Yeah. I think this is really cool, and this is why I wanted to address this, because I think that many people focus on some random things, while actually the great thing is to be positions always in terms, if the price goes up, you have something to sell and to take profits. If the price goes down, you have opportunity to buy more assets, and then to wait once the price goes up again and to take profits either way. So
you know what is most interesting? People could figure out You know, I always say, where are those who shout the loudest in the end, you know? I mean, the thing is exactly what you say, you know, the people who here and there swap and, you know, taking care, my strategy can be completely different than yours. In Monday, you are right. In Friday, price will go in my direction, then I am right. You know, but then the loudest are the one who are the holders. And they are screaming, you don't have a clue, holding the diamond hand. Laughful. They should be the silent one, because look, I bought, I will buy a little bit more, I will do the DCA, I will learn something about how to scale down, I will learn at least to use the Fibonacci and the golden pocket. You don't need to be Einstein, you know?
Yeah. For me, this is why I like grid strategies, because like sometimes they won't give you like the highest returns, but you will have always small drawdowns as well. And I think, you know, like it's maybe the best approach to outperform DCAing into a BTC, you know. And when you talk with people, everyone is like getting 20% monthly, 30% monthly, but when you accumulate these numbers and when you see they would become millionaires in like 2 years, 3 years max, you know, and like none of them, you know.
Look, I have something which may disappoint a little bit. From last cycles, we are entering into the phase where is the trading environment. Now, depending, are you the scalper, daily trader, or at least as me, couple of months position, spot buys, and in and out. Why? Because this market will not be the same cycles as it was before. I will try to put in a logarithmic, so I mean, just will be easier to watch. Okay, so let's say from 2020, you know, I mean, let's speak about psychology a little bit. Who was here participating? The, you know, like programmers, computer nerds, and so on. Nobody understand what they want to, you know. Later on, yes, people from the, you know, finances start taking care about that asset, then went publicly on the exchanges, you know, and do believe as well on the Wall Street and so on. But institutional bigger buys start somewhere with MicroStrategy, if you remember.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And then what I realize, we start to have different patterns. We have one-on-one patterns which are used in the classic stock market, Wyckoff, Elliott. Here it was not the rules, man. Here, you see this choppiness. You could not use the funnel wedges and blah, 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 you know, because volatility, it was so strong and there was not so much liquidity. The bullish pattern, if somebody sell back in the days, BTC when it was $34. Look, guys, here it was you could not use the patterns efficiently. You know, this market almost didn't exist so much. You cannot track. You know, even the bullish pattern can turn into the bearish very fast because you know what, there was small liquidity, and then as well the, you know, medium sell or buys could move the market. But then since MicroStrategy entry somewhere around exactly 2020, 21 or 20, 21, I cannot remember. I remember MicroStrategy breaking the 10K, I think, and Elon Musk later on around 20, or it was 20 and Elon Musk. It doesn't matter. But since the institutional money start entering, you see what we have. We have plenty of the trading hedge fund strategies. We can find the Wyckoff in the chart, which we didn't find. One time I just twist this distribution and I get exactly accumulation, which is, it makes sense. So yes, I'm not sure about the gains that will be so well distributed like here. Yeah. Why? Because the BlackRock and institution, they don't care about the money they have. They want us. It means Bitcoin or Ethereum. I don't know. It's up to them. But how they gonna buy the asset? They want to actually to push the price down. They take over from us, and therefore I think that there are many tricks ahead of us. Because if somebody think that the dream of the BlackRock is to buy the BTC on 30K and to sell on 100 to take 3x, or he doesn't know what he's speaking about. They want huge amount of the market cap that they can control it. How can they get it? Because if you or me start selling our BTC, and how we can start selling our BTC if they try to push the price below 20K? Because then double bottom, I don't think so. That will, hold. Plenty reasons for that, my opinion, because we have a lot of bearish patterns into the inside of the bullish. And if we see it from the COVID dip till the current date, look, where we find the double bottom, it was actually just last support of volume. If we went just a little bit down, there is nothing till 10K. And you know how 10K is there. So everybody who don't want to see Bitcoin very, very low, you need to consider that the zone of 20, 21, 2, it's already or strong buy or not so great if you lose it, because then everybody knows where it's going. Just the retail team does not know. And if the BlackRock want to buy the BTC, trust me, they targeting price of 10K rather than 30. So I don't say it's going to 10K. Sorry, guys. I just say there is the percentage, and we need to be careful when we're gonna, maybe revisit this area. I think that can be very potentially good buy, but with as well, big risk inside that market can just.
Yeah, I think there are very small odds that we will have double bottom. Small odds,
but look, let's be professionals. Yeah. If you're offering a security, for example, if you're working in the bank sector and somebody coming to you, what they asking, what you need to fill up? You need to fill up your age, your income, etc., etc. But I don't know if you realize you need to fill up: are you a smoker? Are you a drinker? Are you have? Especially in you know why? Because if you are a serious investor, sorry, I cannot say, shit, we're going to million. If I see that logically can be there, do I like it? No, it will completely, I will be in the same position like most of the guys. I will not find a way. But if you give me the chance, if this happen, you know what? Look, you see this was Black Swan, and I can see it happen only if some Black Swan happen, and we cannot predict it will or not. But in that case as well, usually Black Swan finished with V-shaped recovery, which is not so much famous into the crypto. You see, we never had V-shaped recoveries a part of this flash crash. This will be as well, is it or not? Because here needed like a couple of months. So even if the thing's down, it can be, last very fast. It will not go. So somebody it will go down to the. No, first of all, I don't say it will. I just say there is the chance. And if it does, it will be great buy opportunity. Why? Because from 10K, you have your 10x to 100K. But from this position, you can buy the BTC, my Einstein, but you're going to have 3x till 100. This is something which satisfies you. So only if you think BTC will go to 500,000, which I don't think it will happen.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing us all your thoughts today and valuable insights. Where can people follow you? And you have some coaching group, if you can say more about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you, by the way, Želko. Most of the time, at the moment, I'm on the Twitter because it's most, very easy to communicate with audience and very fast to share the charts, opinions. I find it very useful to, as well, find the people as you are. I think we met on YouTube and later on Twitter. So you expand your knowledge. And basically I pull up a lot of my YouTube viewers on the Twitter, which didn't use it before. And I can see it now because I follow them as well. They start to be active there as well. Before they didn't use it. And, you know, the Twitter start to be crypto friendly. So I think
X now.
Be, you know, yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk, but, you know, anyhow, yeah, the Twitter at the moment, YouTube channel, I'm start to be very lazy because summer and I want to enjoy a little bit. Yes, I had the coaching. Actually, it was chart reading group. So I was running it till December. So since December last year, November till the August when I took the vacation. If shall we continue, we will see, because I'm working on another project as well, which will be about the data mining and data distribution, custom made with couple of packages. You know, it's remained to be announced. Let's say it's not yet time. I'm working on that. So yeah, I want to reduce a little bit my exposure when it comes to one-on-one, Željko, because I was running the chart reading group and coaching. Imagine, I mean, one-on-one.
Yeah,
it's not something which I was selling some videos or this and that.
It's a lot of time and energy,
you know. And I had various people attending the course. It's a lot of energy because you don't know. You know what I find challenge? For example, on beginning, you cannot make the example of the chart because if that person has that coin, he's emotionally he cannot see the clear picture, you know. So I had the challenge sometimes to find the example. So we were sometimes practicing on the chart of the oil or NAV, because if you say Bitcoin going down or the Chia coin or this and that, but happened to me as well. I mean, I say one of my ex-students, I mean, I love them all. Cheda, yeah. I mean, it was the Matic chart, you know, and I had position on it. And then, I'm sorry. It was, sincerely, it was bearish in the long term, but I thought can go a little bit more up. And I asked in discussion, okay, what you see? He told me, I can see the huge rising wedge, and I can see as well bear flag, this will drop. And I said, how do you mean it will be dropped? Only because I had it, you know. But he was right at that moment, you know. So yeah, a couple of them, most of them, they stay almost till the end with me, 6-7 months, you know. And we were together making allocations and slowly entering the market as well. You know, I was touch basing of the future trade, but not so much because I want they first learn, you know, obviously how to spot the spot buys.
Yeah.
Support, resistance, basic, and that was my target. So I didn't run some, you know, like advanced trading chart and so on, because I don't have courage to, you know why? Because I have like 20 people and somebody it's all in the market. Somebody is 50%, somebody just starting, and whatever you say, how it is realistically, you can offend the other side, you know. So yeah. I most probably I will continue, but somewhere in September I will let people know. But first of all, my team, because to be honest, I don't not even announce. I have like 15 people who are with me. Couple of with them left, but left with good reason, because they get really advanced, you know, and they didn't come with zero knowledge. And my the support was because originally chart reading or coaching was meant to be 2 months, you know.
Yeah.
And then after that, I review to see what the student learned, what was the feedback, etc. Many times I was advising, man, I don't have nothing to say more, you know. Now you keep going on your ride, or if you wish, always there will be some new trading view indicator or some, you know, some other kind of analysis, but mostly it will become the same, because, for example, all of us, we have our favorite indicators and setups.
Yeah. This is normal, for everyone.
I want to push my narrative. I always try to build them as individual. So I pass through the, you know, the classics. Let's say, first of all, Fibonacci levels, the Elliott waves, Wyckoff, a little bit with the gun, a little bit all kind of strategies which you can, moving average, exponential, the simple, this and that, many things, and then I was ensuring in 2 months period that they have the base which we didn't have before. What are they gonna do later on? Shall they stay with me? And then, always they can learn something. I can learn from them, or they will go on their way. For me, it's completely just fine. But I think I did a good job. I don't think it's 100%, because always you don't know, So it's not easy to pass the knowledge. And in my opinion, it's just my personal knowledge, mostly made by mistakes. And then when they're learning this, they don't understand that basically, if I knew this, what I now, coaching like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, my performance will be way better. But I learned it on my mistakes.
Same applies
they will
for
not
me.
repeat, So YouTube channel, as you know, Anarcho Economy, it will start to be more active in a couple of weeks because August I want to relax. I like to chat with you, with other people. If somebody want to reach me out, I'm always rather for this, speak about crypto with coffee and beer than,
For them, it's important to build some basic knowledge, understand the markets, and then they can always learn more and expand it. Anyway, I'll drop the links for your Twitter and YouTube in the description so people can follow you. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.
Well, Željko, wait 1 second. Listen, you must be my guest because this time I was just speaking, And I had so many questions because, I was following your channel and then there are so many great analyses there, which I pick up actually. And I took it always in consideration when I was doing my moves, So compliments towards you. And then, I hope that we can remake this in a couple of weeks, but then I really want that, you are my guest, I'm your host because I
sure.
A lot of question about interesting subjects and graphs which you're showing actually, so let's I apologize because I took your time, just blah 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 blah.
It's no problem, it was great.
Thanks, Željko. Well, thank you then.
Okay, bye.
See you guys, see you to everybody. Bye